Hello, I'm Noah Lofman, reporting to you live from Wood Oaks Junior High School in Northbrook, Illinois. This past Thursday, December 12th, the Director of Non-Nuclear Proliferation at the Center for Arms Control in Washington, D.C., Kingston Reif, Skyped the 8th grade students at Wood Oaks Junior High. He addressed some of the most concerning facts containing nuclear weapons. The students learned a lot about where the U.S. currently stands with their foreign policy and where they stand with their nuclear weapon patrol. Kingston Reif also educated the students about one of the most popular topics trending worldwide in this frigid month of December. He talked about the new deal agreed on with the U.S. and Iran about Iran's nuclear program. Now here is a short clip from my friend Barry.
Good evening. Today, the United States, together with our close allies and partners, took an important first step toward a comprehensive solution that addresses our concerns with the Islamic Republic of Iran's nuclear program.
Iran has agreed to pause their nuclear program in exchange for world powers suspending sanctions on various items, such as gold and oil. This suspension will provide Iran with about $1.5 billion in revenue, but not every country has to follow up on this deal. Canadian Foreign Minister John Baird said his country will maintain its sanctions on Iran. In fact, they have imposed new sanctions on Iran.
Canada's Foreign Affairs Minister says his country is imposing new sanctions against Iran. They're the second round of such measures in less than 6 months.
The sanctions ban nearly all imports and exports from Iran.
Another very important topic Mr. Reif discussed with the students was how the U.S. is going to maintain their nuclear weapons for the future. Mr. Reif claimed that if the U.S. would maintain all of their nuclear weapons for the future, it would cost billions or trillions of dollars. At this point, we are talking about Jeffrey money. The question I raise is, why is the United States spending so much money on their thousands of nuclear weapons that in all likelihood they will never even use?
The United States plans to spend billions of dollars to upgrade and modernize its decades-old nuclear arsenal. This as some U.S. lawmakers have dismissed the scheme as a massive waste of money that could also derail arms control talks with Russia. However, top U.S. military commanders and government officials argue that the nuclear bombs need to be maintained and modernized to ensure America retains a, quote, credible force. Robert Kaler, the head of the U.S. Strategic Command, told a congressional hearing last week that the B-61 thermonuclear bomb is the only weapon in the stockpile which can fulfill both tactical and strategic missions. The huge spending scheme comes despite Washington's call for a world without nuclear weapons. The U.S. has held several rounds of negotiations with Russia over a nuclear arms reduction pact known as the New START. It's thought to have as many as 2,650 non-deployed warheads, plus nearly 3,000 others waiting to be dismantled.
Another interesting topic Mr. Reif talked about was the fact that the U.S. is still the only country to ever use a nuclear weapon in combat. On August 6, 1945, the United States dropped a nuclear bomb on Hiroshima, hoping for Japan to surrender in World War II. Japan did not surrender, so the U.S. had to bomb Nagasaki on August 9, 1945. Japan finally decided to surrender.
On August the 6th, 1945, two American Super Fortress bombers arrived over the Japanese city of Hiroshima on the world's most devastating military mission. The Enola Gay, with Colonel Paul Tibbets at the controls, was about to drop the first atomic bomb, a weapon conceived by a group of international scientists based at Los Alamos in the United States. So far, no one knew exactly what effect the bomb would have, either on the unsuspecting inhabitants below or on the crew of the plane itself. They were soon to find out.
As soon as the bomb went off, the whole inside of the airplane just lit up as if someone had set off a flashbulb. And then we had to wait, and this was our big worry, is what would the blast do when the blast got to the airplane? And finally the blast did arrive. It was like being in an ash can and getting someone kicking. And then we crowded to the window and saw Just the whole city completely covered in smoke with this very tall mushroom cloud rising from it.
President Truman had already threatened the Japanese with a rain of ruin from the air, the like of which has never been seen on this earth. When the truth was revealed, his words seemed an understatement. Buildings vaporized, so did the clothes on people's backs. Was it a bomb that should never have been dropped? Some people thought so. Others argued that it shortened the war and kept the subsequent peace. One thing was not in doubt. Hiroshima taught mankind the awful truth about nuclear weapons and just what horror they could bestow.
Mr. Reif taught the students at Wood Oaks many new and interesting facts about nuclear weapons and non-proliferation. That's all the time we have for now. Remember, you stay classy, Northbrook.